Welcome to the threshold of The Song of the Reassured Soul, a poetic journey through Surat al-Fajr. This is more than a video. It is a mirror for the soul. Prepare your heart to walk through the shadows and step out into the light of Fajr. This is a map for the yearning soul, a sacred passage where the light of Fajr meets the depth of human longing. The poem is born from the wisdom of Surat al-Fajr and the spirit of Allama Iqbal. Our journey unfolds in 7 upward steps, 7 stations that break the ego and rebuild the spirit. The journey of the soul is a poetic interpretation of Surat al-Fajr, moving from the initial breaking of light to the final state of divine peace. Below is a detailed explanation of the 7 stations and 3 pillars in the light of the surah's message. Station 1, the Oath of Dawn. By the oath of the dawn, that light which tears asunder your dark past and turns the dust into purity. Every dawn is God's oath, a renewed promise that darkness will never have the final word. Feel the weight of the past begin to lift. The Oath of Dawn. Qisam hai Fajr ki. This station is inspired by the opening verses of Surat al-Fajr, where God swears by the dawn. This dawn is viewed as a divine promise that no matter how dark one's past or failures have been, the light of God's mercy can tear asunder that darkness and transform the dust of failures into something sacred and pure. It represents the first step of hope and spiritual awakening. Qasam hai Fajr ki, us noor ki, jo chaak karta hai tere taarikh maazi ko, jo garde paak karta hai. Station 2, the Fall of Pride. Where are Ad and Iram, those pillars, those mountain stones? Man was arrogant in his ego, an oblivious being. History's most devastating lesson is written in the hearts of those who forgot that power without humility is merely a longer fall. Look within at the pillars you are building. The Fall of Pride. Ghurur ka zawal. This stage reflects verses 6 through 13 of the surah, which mention the ancient civilizations of Ad, Thamud, and Pharaoh. It explained that these people built empires of stone and mountain fortresses, but neglected the architecture of the soul. The lesson here is that power without humility leads to a devastating fall, and one must examine if their life's foundation is built on ego or true spiritual strength. Kahan hai Ado Aram, wo satoon, wo sange kohistan. Bashar maghrur tha apni khudi se, bekhabar ansan. Station 3, True Servitude. The station of servitude is one thing, the glory of wealth another. Do not think that riches are a sign of glad tidings for you. The truest measure of a life is not what you accumulated, but how deeply you served. How deeply do you bow in the quiet of the night? True servitude, maqama bandagi. Drawing from verses 15 and 16, which discuss how man is tested through both abundance and poverty. This station warns against equating worldly wealth with divine favor. It emphasized that riches are not a sign of glad tidings, and poverty is not a sign of rejection. True servitude is found not in what you accumulate, but in how deeply you serve God and others. Maqam-e bandagi kuch aur hai, shan-e amiri kuch, na samjho tum, ke daulat hai tere haq mein bashiri kuch. Station 4, the Cry of the Forgotten. The cry of the orphans came, the voice of the needy rose, but in your nature, only the love of wealth prevailed. Social justice is not a political stance in this tradition. It is a spiritual condition. Which voice fills your heart today? The cry of the forgotten, or the call of more? The cry of the forgotten, Yatimo ki pikar. This station corresponds to verses 17 through 20, where the surah rebukes those who do not honor orphans or encourage feeding the poor. It frames social justice as a spiritual condition, noting that a heart consumed by the love of wealth becomes deaf to the needy. This step requires the traveler to decide which voice fills their heart, the call for more, or the cry of the forgotten. Yatimo ki pukar aayi, masakeen ki sada aayi, magar teri tabiyat mein mohabbat maal ki chai. Station 5, the Day of Reckoning. That day will come when the earth breaks and scatters. Your existence is in turmoil, your wretched soul in fear. That day is not a threat. It is an invitation to begin today the inner work that no catastrophe can undo. Fuel your transformation with this urgency. The Day of Reckoning, Ruza Hisab. Inspired by verses 21 to 26, which describe the earth being crushed and the arrival of the Lord and angels, this station is meant to create spiritual urgency. When the physical world eventually breaks and scatters, only the condition of the soul will matter. It is an invitation to begin inner work today, while the dawn still rises. Wo din aayega, jab dharti shikasta hoke bikhregi, teri hasti talatum mein, teri ruhi zaboon daregi. Station 6, the Divine Invitation. But a voice will come. O reassured soul, come, join my servants, find the path to my paradise. To be called by your Lord with tenderness is the summit of all human longing. Let the profound peace of this promise settle over your heart. The divine invitation. Khuda-i Balawa. This station focuses on the final verses of the surah, 27 to 30, where God addresses the nafs-i mutma'inna, the reassured soul, the summit of all human longing, where the soul is tenderly called by its Lord to come and join his beloved servants in paradise. Station 7. The believer's ascension. Lose yourself in the will of the Lord. This is the believer's ascension. From this dawn of manifestation, the heart and soul are illuminated. Discover the most luminous version of who you were always meant to be. This is the dawn that never sets, the believer's ascension, moment ki Mi'raj. The final station is the perfection of khudi, self. It is not a ladder to physical heaven, but a dissolving of the self into the will of the Lord. By surrendering the ego, the soul becomes a mirror of divine light, achieving a state of ascension, where the heart is permanently illuminated. Razae Rab mein gum ho ja, yahi Mi'raj mu'min hai. Isi fajr tajalli se munawwar qalb o batin hai. We have walked through 7 stations of the soul, from the oath of dawn to the call of the divine. Now we look at the foundation of the ascent. The perfection of the self is found in the quiet, daily architecture of 3 actionable pillars. The poetry must become practice. These are the 3 pillars of nafsi mutma'inna, the reassured soul. Pillar 1, humility, releasing the ego and embracing the servant. Pillar 2, compassion, hearing the orphan and feeding the needy. Pillar 3, surrender, losing yourself in God's will. These are your tools to build the soul. The path to the reassured soul is found in the daily surrender of humility, the quiet act of compassion, and the profound peace of complete trust in God. May your heart carry the light of Fajr. The journey ends where it began, with the dawn breaking within them.